Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back. Welcome back as we venture through the sound element of the body, thy will, and get prepared to move into the ajna, into the clarity and the intuition. So how's everything going? How's life? How is life? This grand place that we get to wake up every morning and say, hello world, what miracles will you have me perform today? What goodness shall we create together in the world today? Such a great opportunity for each and every one of us to show up and be the best that we can be, if for nothing else, for ourselves. And in doing that, we do it for the world and the collective. And seeing what shows up, good or bad. My name's Deborah O'Neill. I'm the CEO and founder of BlissBee.me Integrative Holistic Health. I'm here to share because I care. I am a certified advanced integrative energy healing practitioner from Langara College here in Vancouver, BC. And I love to work with integrative health, which means that I bring in a bunch of assets, a bunch of modalities. Also working with the work of Rob Williams in kinesiology, working with the work of Healing Oil Professional Series, a Healing Oil Collective, which works with the essential oils at a deep, deep embodied level, and working with a certified sound healing practitioner as well as my regular studies in shamanism and many different and other areas that I like to open my world to. And speaking of which, I've been following obviously what's been going on in our world, and I was affected deeply by it. And yesterday I felt that there was quite a few projections that I was receiving. And I had a dear friend of mine contact me after the live and said that she too felt that there was some projections being projected towards me. And reminding myself and ourselves and yourselves that a projection can be just anything. It starts in a thought. And the amount of projections that are flying through the air. And it could be something like, oh my gosh, how many times has she said, oh, look at her hair. Oh my goodness, what does she know? It could be anything. It could just be somebody flipping in on the video and flipping out of the video and looking, and this isn't for me. What is this stuff? Or it could be something that was intentional. And all I can do, all you can do is, once we get a greater attunement to this, is then we can do some work. We can do some work to protect ourselves. I can do some work to protect myself. And others, as we become more attuned, we can clear the air. We can clear the air as it arrives. There's been a number of people that I've needed to block, unfortunately, just due to sexual innuendos and as such. But and those are projections too. And it's plentiful. It's plentiful. So it reminds me that the love that we create in our hearts and that field that we support is ever supporting. I'm going to post some work from the Heart Math as a Heart Math ambassador. And it will give the science and the studies. They are so great. They're such a great organization as they're putting the statistics to the truth of living in a heart-centered world, in a heart-centered place, and incorporating the breath and showing the harmonic resonance, the coherence of being in our heart and acting from our heart, thinking from our heart. What would love do here? What would love do here? Right here, right now. Heart button you. Kisses. Blow you kisses. So I brought in a few grounding crystal bracelets that I like to work with. I put on some smoky quartz today. I've got my chrysocolla with me. And I'm heading out today to get some obsidian to the obsidian. I was speaking with a friend yesterday. It allows the negative projections just to deflect from my field. And strengthening your field is what's so important when we strengthen our bubble, our egg of energy that we walk around in. People bounce off it, they walk into it, they either like it or they don't like it. And that's all part of the sound, because it is a frequency, it is a wave. And either the waves go together or they're like a riptide. If you're familiar with the ocean, here in the Pacific Ocean, we see them often when we're out boating. There's riptides where the two waters meet, but they don't form into a coherence, into a resonance. It's like we are the ocean, we are that drop, and it ripples out. And sometimes if there's a log jam, it gets stuck. Or if there's an object in the water and it's not moving and it's stuck, then there's a collision. It's a collision. And it's felt. It's like, ooh, something just happened. That didn't feel right. That didn't feel right. Or I was off yesterday. I was in an emotional zone, and somebody wasn't riding the waves with my emotional zone. So I love my tagline and my vow that I made to myself to live bliss, teach bliss, and be bliss. And I've often said that the live bliss part is about the education, and the teach bliss part is the embodiment of the work and teaching myself the work. We can't depend on others to teach us the work. We can get an inkling of a curiosity where we want to learn more, and we can actively participate in showing up and teaching ourselves the work. And by teaching it, we're putting it into habit form. And then we get to be what it is that we are trying to strive for. If it's be bliss, as that is my directive, and I love to share with you of that is everything for me, hopefully for you. So there's a wonderful person that I stumbled upon. Her name is I Am Rachel Ricketts, and she's selling some courses. So I need to teach myself. In all my white privilege, I need to teach myself. Although I'm not a racist, I say I'm not a racist. I hope my actions prove I'm not a racist. I need to educate myself into anti-racism. So she's got a course which is anti-spiritual activism. And that may not mean that I go out and pound the streets, or maybe it will. Maybe I will be present there. I likely will be present there. But I want to learn more. I want to learn. I want to educate myself. And then I want to embody the work so that I know that I am on the right path as a contributor to changing the world. Be the change. Be the change. And she stands for soulful social justice. I like that. It resonates for me. I want to create a coherence, a harmonic coherence with her work and with this world in a way that it works for the world. Not in the way that it works for me, in the way that it works for the world. Her course is $55. Not much to really learn. Even if it was $550, it's important for me to learn. I share it because if you're here, you may want to participate in this with me. And if you don't, I'll probably be sharing it on here as I go because I want to embody it. I want it to be a part of my regular language. And it's a language that we're learning. And with that language, that's our sound, right? That's our resonance. That's our harmonic coherence. So I'm feeling great again. I'm back. I am stepping into what's most important to me. I'm not confused. I found a path. I'm going to test it out. And it's going to start. It has started. So I feel so much better. And I invite you to do it with me if you want. I am Rachel Ricketts. She's on Instagram. I'd be happy to post a link. And yeah, get embodied, get educated and embody spiritual activism, anti-racism, soulful social justice. Let's feel our feet on the floor. Let's feel our feet on the floor. Really feel our feet on the floor. Feel our sit bones in the chair. And take a nice deep breath to activate that deep diaphragmatic breath. And let's introduce the regulating. Feel the heels on the floor and allow your toes to lift, keeping your heel on the floor. And alternate your feet. And this is a 90-second jump. It's scientifically proven as well that it'll bring our nervous system from the sympathetic nervous system up in the chest, fight, flight, freeze, into the parasympathetic nervous system, which is our lower, deeper breath, often called rest and digest. Call it what you want. It brings our nervous system into the calm, where we can think clearly, act responsibly. Takes us out of that automatic response. It increases our immunity. It increases our cellular health. This is the place where we want to live throughout the day, every day. If you find you're experiencing a lot of anxiety or emotion, I invite you to bring your hands in and place them on the top of your thighs, and then just lift your hands ever so slightly, ever so slowly. You can lift them up to about a 45-degree angle. Same with your feet. It's kind of a 45-degree angle, looks like this. And then you can incorporate your breath as well. Nothing has to be in, it will automatically be in a harmonic resonance. It doesn't actually have to be all at the same time. The breath can be long and slow and deep. And just imagine those tree roots gliding down to the center core of the earth, those etheric feet. It's like a piece of silk floating down to the center core of the earth. And attaching to that crystalline core of the earth, like an old friend, and pulling up that energy that she beautifully shares, that red earth energy. And frequencies are anywhere usually from about 7 hertz to 25 hertz. A beautiful heartbeat of the earth coming up into the lower feet, into the ankles, into the calves. Feeling it wash over the knees and the thighs and into the pelvic bowl. All the sex organs, the safety container. Into the lower abdomen, into the emotional watery areas. The Mother Earth energy floats up and stokes the fire of the 3rd chakra, Manipura. And feel it in the back and the sides as you extend the ribs on your deep diaphragmatic breath and breathe it into the heart. This beautiful heart area, the largest energy center within our body, is here. Let's fill that up with the Mother Earth energy as it washes over the shoulders, down the arms to our hands. We are all mothers. We are all mothers to the earth. We are stewards to the world. Breathe it up into our gateway, our neck, our brain stem, which houses our trauma, the reptilian brain. It's our voice. It is thy will, not my will, thy will, as we contribute to society and ourselves. Breathe it up into the head. Allow it to wash over the cranium so that our head is not stuck. It can move. Our skull can move. There's fluidity. And open that Sahasrara Chakra 7 as the Mother Earth energy comes out of the top of the chakra. Tap it if you like. Tap your thymus as well if you like. And allow this beautiful Mother Earth energy to cascade down our body, down your body, turning on those nerve endings. Feel those truth bumps. Engage that deep diaphragmatic breath. Re-engage that regulating. If you wish to continue regulating this whole time, I am. I'm with you on that. As we bring ourselves into an alignment, but first we're centering into that alignment. So center in, preparing to bring ourselves into that alignment. That still point. Who would have thought, right? Who would have thought we could find just this beautiful still point for our entire body? And take a nice exhale there with sound. Oh, yes, it feels so divine, doesn't it? Let's bring that alignment up through our hara line from the center core of the earth, up through the perineum, either through the center of the sit bones, through the spine, up the head, and out the top of Sahasrara, the 7th chakra. A fine line to divine, no detours, straight up, through past the solar system, past the Milky Way, the cosmos, the universe, and allow this to connect to divine source, creator energy, mother, the mother, yeah, the mother's up there too. Father Sky. And allow this golden white sparkly energy traveling down this fine line from divine creator source into Sahasrara and into the head. Allow it to clear away anything that's offering you discomfort, stickiness, heaviness, a density. Move the neck, feel it shift, allow it to go, permission to leave, permission to heal, permission to receive this golden divine light energy as it comes in through the shoulders, down our hands, down our arms and into our hands. And back in through the gateway of the neck and into the chest and the lower abdomen, the hips, the thighs, the knees, the calves. And let's sit with this energy. And know that you are part of the divine plan, necessary part of the divine plan. I have some belief change statements here that I work with when I work with the Psych K energy. I love my higher self. My higher self loves me. My life is a perfect demonstration of the principles of divine love. Could be those vows that you made to yourself, that I promise to hold my own hand in sickness and in health, in richer and poor. I promise not to abandon myself. I am love. Love I am. I am one with divine love. I anticipate miracles as a natural part of my life. What miracles shall we perform today? Let's bring in the mantra and be in that space to open to receiving miracles, and then pay attention what shows up today. I'd love to hear what happens, what you experience. And let's check in tomorrow. be on the comments and let people know what a miracles that showed up just because today happened and you gave yourself permission to receive miracles. Inhale on the so. Exhale on the hum. With sound if you like, so we can turn that into a clearing breath as well. And exhale. Activating those side ribs and that back body. One of the chakra poses, or one of the yogic poses for ensuring that you are activating your back breath, is called the crocodile. You lay on the floor and you put your hands on your arms, and it can feel that muscles in the back expanding. I use that pose for starting any of the yogic workshops that I do. Here's another belief statement. The source of my contentment and joy lies within me. So what we would do with the Psych K work is we would work with these limiting beliefs and see if the body finds stress with that belief statement or whether it does not. And it's surprising how many things cause the stress on the body. And within seconds we can work to change them. We become whole-brained to them. We become whole-brained to each other in the relationship balances that I work with. I'll take a minute or two in silence. Thank you so much for sitting here with me today. I love you. Thanks for doing the work with me as we grow together. Curl your lips up just a little. Got 2 cards again today. From our heart cards, www.heart.ca. Thank you for making these. Take more time to center yourself and allow more love into your life. There's a whole lot of people to love out there. Love yourself first and foremost. Oxygen mask on you first. And then let's love up the world. We don't have to do it one person at a time. We just plop it into the field, and it's there for the taking. Make it a great day. See you tomorrow.